You just checked your credit score. It went up 14 points. And for a second, you felt good about yourself. Not because anything in your actual financial life improved, not because your savings grew, not because your investments went up, just because a number went up. And here's what's insane about that. The company that gave you that number, they make money every time a bank uses it to decide how much debt to give you. Your credit score is not a measure of your financial health. It is a measure of how profitable you are to lenders. And those two things are not the same. My name is Dave, and I spend way too much time thinking about the financial metrics people optimize for versus the ones that actually make them wealthy. If you're someone who checks their credit score more than their investment account, or who's made financial decisions specifically to protect a number that a lender invented, hit that subscribe button. Because this one is going to reframe how you think about money. Quick question. Do you know your net worth? Not your credit score, your net worth. The actual number that represents how much wealth you have. If you know your credit score but not your net worth, you're measuring the wrong thing, and it's costing you. Let me be specific about what I mean when I say scam. I don't mean the credit score is useless. I mean it's been marketed to you as a measure of financial responsibility when it is actually a measure of debt behavior. There is a profound difference. A person with a credit score of 820 and $0 in investments and a car payment and a student loan is considered more financially responsible than a person with a credit score of 650 who has paid cash for everything and is sitting on $200,000 in index funds. The first person is profitable to banks. The second person doesn't need them. Guess which score the system rewards? Here's what most people don't realize. FICO, the company that invented the score most lenders use, was created in 1956. The entire model was built around one question. Will this person pay back a loan? Not, will this person be wealthy? Not, is this person financially stable? Just, will they keep paying us? And according to a 2023 Consumer Financial Protection Bureau report, there are 45 million Americans with no credit score at all. People who simply never used debt. The system calls them credit invisible. Think about that. 45 million people the financial industry literally cannot see because they didn't borrow enough money. Here's the counterintuitive truth that should make you angry. The fastest way to improve your credit score is to take on more debt. Get a new credit card. Open another loan. Keep balances. Pay on time, but never pay them off completely. The system rewards behavior that keeps you in the debt ecosystem. The behavior that actually builds wealth, saving aggressively, paying cash, buying assets, does almost nothing for your score. Here's what most people don't realize about the credit score obsession. It's a masterpiece of psychological engineering. They made you feel like your score is your grade. Like a low score means you failed. Like a perfect score means you won. But you cannot spend a credit score. You cannot retire on a credit score. You cannot pass a credit score to your children. Net worth is the number that actually matters. Net worth is assets minus liabilities. It doesn't care whether you borrowed or not. It doesn't care if you've ever owned a credit card. It just asks, how much do you actually have? Now you might be thinking, Dave, I need a good credit score to get a mortgage, to rent an apartment, to do normal adult things. And you're right. In the current system, credit scores are used as gatekeeping tools. So I'm not saying destroy your credit. I'm saying stop treating it as a financial goal. It is a bureaucratic requirement, like having a driver's license. You need it to function in the system. You should not be optimizing your entire financial life around it. Here's a number that should reset your entire perspective. A person who puts $500 a month into a low-cost index fund starting at 25 with a mediocre credit score and no debt retires at 65 with approximately $1.3 million. A person who spends those same years obsessing over their credit score, carrying strategic balances, and financing depreciating assets to keep their score high, retires with a great score and the national average retirement savings of $87,000. The score didn't save them, the behavior did. Think of it this way. Your credit score is like your GPA in high school. It matters enormously in the moment. It opens some doors, but nobody's asking you for it at 45. What matters at 45 is what you built. The GPA was a proxy, and not even a great one, for future success. The credit score is the same, a proxy for debt repayment behavior, not wealth. This is where it gets really interesting. The industry has convinced millions of people to pay for credit monitoring services, to buy credit repair programs, to stress about their score dropping 3 points. And every dollar you spend on that industry is a dollar you didn't put in an index fund. The scam isn't the score itself. The scam is making you care about it so much that you build your financial life around servicing lenders instead of building assets. So here's what you actually do. 1. Calculate your net worth today, right now. Add up everything you own, cash, investments, property. Subtract everything you owe. That number is the one you should know by heart and check every 3 months. 2. Stop making financial decisions designed to protect your score. If a decision is financially sound, it might temporarily lower your score. That's fine. Your score is not your financial health. 3. Use credit strategically, not emotionally. If you need a mortgage, understand the score threshold you need and hit it. Then, stop optimizing. Don't carry balances to look like you're using credit correctly. Pay everything off every month. 4. Start measuring what actually matters. Savings rate, investment balance, net worth trajectory. If those 3 numbers are moving in the right direction, you're winning, regardless of what a FICO algorithm thinks of your debt behavior. And here's the last pattern interrupt I'll leave you with. Warren Buffett has said he's never once checked his credit score. Jeff Bezos doesn't know his. The wealthiest people in the world do not optimize for debt repayment metrics. They optimize for asset accumulation. And at some point, whether it's $100,000 in net worth or $500,000 or $1 million, you'll realize the score stopped mattering a long time ago because you stopped needing them. Look, credit scores aren't evil. They're a tool that exists inside a system built to profit from your debt. Use the tool when you need it, but stop letting it define what financial success means to you. Your net worth is your score. Your savings rate is your grade. Your investment account is your report card. Those are the numbers worth checking. Those are the numbers worth building. Drop a comment telling me, do you know your net worth right now? Off the top of your head. I'll see you in the next video.